Good afternoon, friends. My name is Nayaswamis Kabir, and this is Nayaswamis Bhajana. And welcome to this very special and very important time of prayer. Let's begin with a prayer.
Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Friend, Beloved God, Beloved Masters, Jesus Christ, Babaji Krishna, Lahiri Mahashaya, Swami Sri Yukteswar, and beloved Guru Deva, Paramhansa Yogananda, friend and guide Swamiji, all saints and sages of all religions, lovingly, openly, we bow to you all. Beloved Master, bless us today, bless us always, with your breath within, with your wisdom within, with your light within each one of us, that we may become ever more deeply your instruments on this plane for everyone. Om Shanti. Amen. Now let's sit up straight, with closed eyes, gaze upward. Few deep breathing. With every breath, feel Master's presence. Feel Master's love and Master's grace, while we go into a short meditation of a few minutes. Now still with eyes closed and the gaze upward, listen to words of Master. Most men consider the course of events as natural and inevitable. They little know what radical changes are possible through prayers. When we talk about prayers, Master gave a lot of different aspects to it. Prayers, as he said, it's not begging for something, but is having that loving, constantly loving relationship with our cosmic beloved, with Divine Mother. More that we do so, that it becomes a habit. Any time when we then talk to God or to Divine Mother, she will respond. She will respond to our prayers. And they come from the sincerity of our heart, talking with her as we usually do. Then everything can change. All outer circumstances can change when we have that attitude to see in everything Divine Mother's hands, Divine Mother's grace, and also Divine Mother's protection. Very little story about seeing the divine in everything, realizing the divine in everything. There was in ancient India a great dharmic king. He was a true Kshatriya. He was very devoted and dedicated to his people. Then one time he decided to withdraw for 40 days, to fast, to pray, to meditate. And he went into the forest. Up in heaven, Lord Vishnu, Shiva, Lord Yama, and Brahma, and many others were observing him. Vishnu had a big smile on his face, and he said, "He is truly my dearest devotee." Shiva said, "How can a king be your dearest devotee? There are so many ascetics, so many yogis. Aren't they more your devotees?" And the king said, and Vishnu said, "Go and see." And so Shiva, Brahma, Yama, they went down to earth to test the so-called best disciple of Lord Vishnu. It was the 40th day of fasting and of praying and constant communion with Lord Vishnu. And so he prepared the king, as it was tradition after fasting, in front of him a little bit of water, a little bit of light food, and prasad, everything nicely prepared. He was praying to Lord Vishnu and was about to break his fasting at the auspicious moment. Just in that moment, a Brahmin came, and he came and said, "Oh, sir, I'm so hungry. Can you give me something from your food?" And the king said, "Of course, I give you everything we can share." And he gave him half of his little meal. And so the Brahmin went away. When he was about again to break his fast, a poor farmer came, very thin, with his dogs, very thin dogs. And he said, "Oh, dear sir, we are so hungry. Please, can you feed us?" And he again said, "My beloved Lord is in everyone." And so he gave everything of his meal to the poor farmer, which in truth was Shiva, and the dogs. And they went away. So the king had only water left, a cup of water. And your Lord Yama, who was the last one who wanted to test him, said, "Now let's see if he truly is Vishnu's greatest disciple." And so he came in the form full of sickness, full leprosis, and outcast. He came to the king and said, "Oh, sir, I'm so thirsty. Could you please give me your water?" And the king smilingly said, "Of course." And then Lord Yama, in the disguise of the outcast, sick outcast, said, "But my king, I have to say, I am from the outcast caste, and I'm very sickly." And the king said, "In you is equally my Lord than in everything else." And very lovingly he gave him his water. And so he didn't have anything left with which he could finish the auspicious moment of fasting. In that very moment, Vishnu appeared, and he said, smilingly, touching him, in that moment, that king got realization, complete realization, and he said, in any moment in difficulties, after a long time of fasting and hardship, you only saw me, nothing else. That is the power of prayer within, because when it becomes habit to pray, the very first moment in the morning that we say, "Good morning, my cosmic beloved," the last thought in the evening is referring to our cosmic beloved. Then prayers have power, because God will then always listen to us. And other words by Master, that God, that consciousness which permeates everything and creates everything, can then, as Master said, his protecting rays can burn the menacing clouds of doomsday, calm the waves of trials, and can keep you safe, whether you are in a castle or on the open battlefield of life, where bullets of trials are unceasingly flying. Now, let's close our eyes. Gaze upward. Concentrate on light. All creation is permeated by light. We only have to see it. Feel the subtle breath flowing within, first in your body, then feel the world all around you breathing the same breath. Feel that subtle energy of divine presence within, in your heart, in your spine, in your brain. Feel that light increasing, pulsating, vibrating in every atom of creation. Feel that oneness with that ocean of love, that ocean of light. As Master said, where there is light, no darkness can exist. Concentrate on that light, on that love, radiating from the center of every atom, while we do the prayer for the world.
As we repeat these words together, responsively, feel the truth within these words. Feel it in your mind, feel it in your heart, and feel it in the soul. God's light is within me and around me. With the sword of faith in my hand, with the love of God in my heart, I am a warrior of light. I join my brothers and sisters everywhere to overcome fear with faith, hatred with love, and disease with health. We all are warriors of light. We fill the world with God's light. Whispering, God's light is within me and around me. With the sword of faith in my hand, with the love of God in my heart, I am a warrior of light. I join my brothers and sisters everywhere to overcome fear with faith, hatred with love, and disease with health. We all are warriors of light. We fill the world with God's light. And repeating it silently, feeling the power and the truth of these words. God's light is within me and around me. With the sword of faith in my hand, with the love of God in my heart, I am a warrior of light. I join my brothers and sisters everywhere to overcome fear with faith, hatred with love, and disease with health. We all are warriors of light. We fill the world with God's light. We fill the world with God's light. We fill the world with God's light. Know that we are channels and instruments of the divine, that as warriors of the light, we share that light with all. That light of love, light of faith, light of hope. The light of the divine is within all of us. Let's rub our hands together. And as we chant Om, feel that light flowing through to all of our friends, neighbors, communities, to all the world. Feel that light within you. Feel that light everywhere. That is the truth. It is the reality. The divine is all there is. Only light. God bless you. Thank you for being warriors of the light. May you go forth with joy and love in every step, in every thought. Om Shanti Shanti. Amen. Om